Hi guys, my name is Ashley Patrick. I am the health and nutrition, wellness and nutrition, whatever you want to call me, coach for this group. So I'm super excited to be here today. We are going to share on how to survive the holidays, and I'm going to give you an actual survival guide. I will post it in the comments here. But it is a workbook that you can just go through. It's only a couple pages, but you can go through and fill it in. I'm going to walk through it today, and then I'm not going to try not to take too much time so then you guys have time to go and fill this out for your family, your goals, everything in life. So, of course, I'm going to make sure I'm in the right spot. Online. Yes. So how to survive the holidays. So I'm going to apologize now if I start coughing. We have some illness going on around here. My little guy just started feeling hot today, so we're not sure what's going on with that. But my voice is starting to crack. So I want to give you a little bit of a backstory on me. So I have been coaching. I started my health and wellness journey about 5 years ago. 2017, almost, I guess we're almost to 6. Is that right? 17? Yeah, 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And it just started for me to do my personal, fitness and nutrition. I needed to add in fitness. I needed to start paying attention to what I was putting in my body. I do have Crohn's disease. Hey guys, I do have Crohn's disease, so it's been a struggle on the nutrition part and kind of keeping healthy habits. I did not really have a routine when I got Crohn's. I was 15 years old. I didn't know anything about a routine and eating healthy and exercise and all the things you're supposed to do. I did not learn any of that. So about 5 years ago, I started really digging into mine. And then in the past 5 years, I've been able to help hundreds of people, and starting with their nutrition and fitness. And then it really rolled into the mindset behind it, the mindset of why we struggle in the first place to eat healthy. Because really, when you look at it, we are making actions every day. It's just whether you make a healthy choice or not, but it's why is it such a struggle for so many of us in all different areas of life? Not just nutrition wise, but how is it so hard to be positive sometimes, so that's where I really kind of came up with this guide to break it down. Especially, I notice when coaching people, a lot of the times it's during the busy holiday season. The Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, kind of in the winter. I live in Minnesota, so when it starts getting a little more gloomy, not so much sunshine, it starts getting colder. You can't go out and do as many things as in the summer. It's just a little more work to get out of the house or to drive around, So I wanted this holiday survival guide to kind of break things down and help us focus not only on our day-to-day life, but to not really add on to what we're doing, but to kind of switch from the routines that we're in, just our day-to-day routines, like waking up, getting ready, going to work, coming home, having dinner, getting kids to bed, going to bed. That's pretty much what we do every day, right? In my family, at least, we all have a different routine, but pretty much it's the same thing over and over and over. But I would go all the way through the holiday season, and at the end of it, I would see these families go out and go to a park and meet Santa and look at the decorations, and then go to Bentleyville is one thing in Minnesota here that I've never gone to, and I've lived here my whole life. It's up in Duluth, and it's there's all these different fun things that you can do in the winter, kind of around Christmas, and even if it's not around Christmas, but different things you can do in the winter that I noticed by the end of winter. I was I want to do those, and we never did it. So skiing or tubing and sledding and stuff like that. And finally one day, my daughter's are we going to go skiing? When are we going to go? And I looked at her, I was oh my gosh, you asked me to do this 5 years ago already. We've had 5 winters and we haven't done it. Life is just too crazy, but it should not be too crazy for families. So that's what this guide is for. it is not going to be like a checklist to do this, and this. Like, this should help you feel a little more grounded during the chaos and the hustle bustle of holidays and traveling and seeing people and gift shopping and spending money and all the stresses that come with the holiday. So let's get into it. So let me get into it. Let me go to the first page. Here we go. So I will provide you a checklist where you can create your own holiday bucket list. That's the second part of this, but I'm going to walk you through it. So the first step is creating a holiday bucket list. And like I said, this isn't a to-do list. I don't want you to list off everything you want to do this winter and look at it like you just need to rush and get them done to check off the boxes. Okay? Because this is supposed to be intentional time with your family. This is supposed to feel like joyous and fun, not rushed to just check off the box. Okay? So this is intentional, or to stay intentional about spending time with your family, creating memories and traditions that you're going to pass on to your kids that they will eventually, hopefully, pass on to their generations down from them, right? To their kids and generations from there. So when creating this list, I'll give you some ideas. I'll read some of them. I'm not going to read all of them on here, but I will provide them for you to read through. But when creating this list, I want you to create it with your kids and with your family. Oh, buddy, I'm doing a live video. Can you have Sissy help you?
Yeah. I'm throwing a fit.
She's throwing a fit.
Yeah, nobody is even helping me.
Okay, I'll help you in a minute. Let me finish this video and I'll come out there, okay? You can go play with the toys while I do this. Please? Okay, thank you. Dad's not here. He went on a fishing trip. We love fishing. He just has to start right away. So, hoping for good luck for them. But, I'll be right out there, buddy, okay? Let me shut the door. You can play with those toys. You don't have to watch the movie yet, bud. We'll watch them together. Okay. Sorry about that. Kid life. Mom life. This is life. So I want you to get your kids included, like involved in this, or your spouse if you don't have kids, your significant other, and make a list of what you guys would like to do this winter. So keep it, like, I would say 9 things. I would not go crazy. Do 9 things or less. Don't stress yourself out about the list and not getting it done. That's the opposite of what we're going for. We're going for to have joyous and to have joy and stay more connected with your family, enjoy this process, not rush through the holidays along with everything else we're rushing through, right? So make the list. We want them to be, like I said, 9 or less. I'd love to see your list. If you, once I get this out to you, once you're done creating it, if you could take a picture and like share it on your profile, on your Facebook or Instagram if you have it, and tag me or put it right in the comments here of this video so we can all see it and maybe get some ideas for us too. But here are a few examples of things to include on your list, okay? Go ice skating, build a snowman, go see a holiday movie, whether, if you can, if your movie theaters are open, if you can go out and watch a movie, or rent one on like Redbox, or pick a movie you haven't seen in a while, something like that, at home, and have that at home. We do movie theaters all the time, where basically we just buy all the snacks for a movie theater that you could buy at the movie theater, but then we set them up on the table and give the kids fake money, and they come up and like buy their treats, and then they each get their seat in front of our TV. A lot of them are on the floor, you know, like, and then we watch the movie, and it's our movie theater, and they love that. So it does not have to be expensive. We'll get into that too. Go to a holiday movie, have a late fall campfire with s'mores, bake cookies, go on a hike, write heartfelt holiday cards, do some online shopping or Christmas shopping. If you cannot do in-store, go online, throw on your favorite jammies, your Christmas jammies, and make it a thing. Crank up the Christmas music and make it a thing. That's your tradition, hopefully for not ever, but maybe you like online shopping. Put up decorations, set up the tree, go cut down a tree, whatever you want to do, do it as a family. Or maybe it's like decorating the house or outside, setting up decorations. If you usually make your spouse do that, and that's just his job, and the Christmas tree is your job, maybe do it together and make it fun out of it. Have a snowball fight when you're done putting the decorations up or something like that. Like make it fun. Don't make it seem like work, because honestly, like Christmas lights and Christmas decorations are negotiable. Like you don't have to have them. It's not really your job. If you don't get them up, you're fired. But you don't want to make it seem like work. You want to keep it fun and something that your kids remember. Like my husband always does a star on our Christmas tree. That's just our tradition. If he's not home for some reason, which he always is, when we decorate the tree, but if he's not, we save the tree or the star for later, dance to holiday music, whatever it is. So that's your bucket list. I'm going to provide you with a checklist for you to write it on, and you're going to post this on like your fridge or somewhere in the kitchen or somewhere where your whole family sees it, and just check it off as you go. Don't feel like you have to check them all off right away, okay? So that's going to help you have more intentional family time. The second part of it is to save money over the holidays. So I know a lot of people stress about the time, that's the intentional bucket list, or not getting enough things, having enough memories together. The second one is the money, the time and the money. So money doesn't bring happiness, okay? I've heard a lot of people say like money doesn't bring happiness, but you're happy when you have it. It's like, well, you are and you're not. The richest person in the world could still be the most depressed, right? So I've heard many people that struggle, and I used to struggle in the past a lot about finances, like just thinking about Christmas coming up. December hits and I'm just instantly stressed out of how are we going to afford presents for even our kids, and then you feel bad, or I used to feel bad when like my mother-in-law would buy me something because we didn't have the money to buy her anything, and she totally deserved it, so that's a big stressor. So looking back at your list, it does not have to be expensive things. You can go sledding in your yard. You can go sledding at a park. Like you can do things that don't cost a lot of money, and give your kids the focused attention. I know a lot of people think like the kids are in it for the presents, especially the holiday season with Christmas. And it's, yeah, they like gifts. We all like gifts, but they don't have to be the most expensive gifts. And honestly, what your kids really want is that time with you. So thinking back to your childhood, do you remember the memories you had, the moments you had with your family, or do you remember what you got on your 6th Christmas? Like, I don't even know what we were doing on our 6th Christmas. I don't know if I was sick, my sister was sick, or what. But I remember every winter my cousins would come up. We'd go down in the basement with all the kids down there. The parents would stay upstairs, and we would play Guitar Hero, or we would play all the board games that my grandma has, or I go to my great-great-grandma's house. She died at 102, so I was older when she died, so I knew her a lot. But I would always go over there and play with a game that kind of like the game Sorry, but it's a big wooden piece of plywood that my grandpa like drilled holes in and made himself. So I remember those. I don't remember the presents I got. I remember the memories we had, or going to Disney World or whatever we did. So here's a few ideas to save money over the holiday season. So set up a gift exchange. We do this with my family. So instead of all of us buying each other a gift, we do like a Secret Santa or like a gift exchange, and we play a game with it. There's so many games you can Google. We have the internet right at our fingertips of like ideas, games you can play at Christmas for gift exchange. And we just send them out, $20. So we spend $20. My husband spends $20, I spend $20. We do $5 per kid. And they do a separate game. So like the adults, we each buy a present, we wrap it, and we put our name, or we don't even put who it's from. And we don't have a certain person that it's for. And we play a game with dice and go around the table. Everybody grabs a present. And then once we open it, we set the timer and we have the dice going again. And you can steal presents. And at the end of the timer, whatever presents you have is what you get. So it's just different things like that. Instead of spending like maybe $60 on my mom and $40 on my sister and another $60 on my grandma, like that's expensive. Now we don't have to have all the presents. That's not what it's all about anyways. But it's still fun to get each other gifts. So if we set a strict budget for that, that's another part of this too. But set up a gift exchange and do that for your family. Choose a family to sponsor. So another thing we have going on in the area, I'm sure you guys have it around you too, is at my daughter's school, they're doing it too. So they have like an angel tree or a gift tree. And it's basically you find, like, the United Way here comes up with all these people that are not so fortunate during the holidays to have the extra money to spend on their kids, or they don't have the winter gloves and hats and coats and they need stuff, right? So what you could do with your kids or your family, nieces, nephews, doesn't matter, or even grandparents, parents, you can go there and sponsor a family and just we let our kids know that, hey, we're sponsoring this family this month. There's 3 kids in it. They have a boy and 2 girls. These are the ages. They don't have winter coats. They don't have good gloves. They don't have a good pair of boots, to keep them warm during the holidays. And then also we can buy them a present or 2, like a toy. And then just explain to them, like, we're giving to this family, so we are going to have a little less presents at our Christmas tree this year because we're going to give some of ours to them, or we're going to put that money towards them, or we're just going to have, what did I put here? Yeah, a few less gifts this year. But you're teaching them a lesson. Like, you were teaching them a lesson to give, and that it's not about the presents anyways, and that maybe you don't need that really expensive toy that you're just going to throw in a toy box and I'm going to donate next year, because I totally did that this year. You don't need that toy, and maybe instead of spending $30 on that toy, we'll buy somebody a pair of snow pants. Something like that. And the kids, you'll see their faces light up. Some of the younger ones won't really understand it, but they'll figure it out as you go. The other thing, back to the strict budget, limit yourself on buying a certain amount of gifts or a strict budget. So set that for yourself and be very, very, very intentional about it. If you have to put the money, the exact amount, in an envelope and say 30 for this kid, 30 for this kid, 30 for this kid, $90 in this envelope, I cannot go over no matter what. That's what you go shopping with. Like, set a strict budget or a number of gifts that you're going to do to help you save some money over the holidays, because it's so easy to go to like the dollar store or Walmart or a Target right in the front. They get you with those $1 or $3 gifts, and then pretty soon your cart's full and it's a few hundred, so set a strict budget, and then only buy items that are on sale. So this is huge. There are so many deals right now, like everything from Black Friday, Cyber Monday, like those deals are done, most of them, but they're like extending. I've been getting emails just because of the online shopping stuff. Everything's getting extended with COVID and whatnot. So buy items that are on sale, or maybe it's not the brand new cell phone that came out for your kid, but maybe do last year's model, different things like that. And I'm a sucker for sales. So I'm telling you, like, I go a little hog wild when things are on sale and I buy a little extra. So watch yourself on that too. But that goes back to the number of gifts or the amount you're going to spend. But buy on sale, you get more. And then my favorite, give homemade gifts. My kids absolutely love making stuff or mailing letters or doing things like arts and crafts at home. You can buy these really good kits at like Target. You can do, I just got one at the front for the like $1 and $3 sale stuff, but they are Christmas ornaments. Let me grab it. I think it's right here. If it's not, yeah, here it is. So they're like little felt Christmas ornaments that you can do, and it comes all together. All the felt pieces are already cut out. You literally just have to stick them. So that's why I did them for the kids, for like my little daycare kiddos that come here. But there's so many different ones. And then like with this, instead, I didn't have them put the hat on because I'm going to print out a picture of my son's face and stick that on there. And it's just a little foam Christmas ornament. And it comes with everything in the kit. I think this was $3 for this whole thing. There's like 50 of them in there. So just different things like that. Customize them to make them more like you, or more like you. Well, I guess if you put your face on this, it's like you. But you know what I mean? Like, customize them, make them so they know they're from you. Put some pictures on them, whatever you have to do. So those are really, really, really good ideas and ways to save money, but also make homemade gifts. And then there you go. You guys got grandma checked off the list instead of, or all the aunts, you know. So here's the other one. The third part, I think we're on the third, is practicing gratitude to offset stress. So we all know how good gratitude is. If you have watched me at all, you know I love being grateful. And there's so many ways to do it. But here's a reminder on it. So the holidays are a time for us that are really stressful because you've got the parties, you've got the cooking, you've got the preparing everything, you've got the gift giving, you've got the traveling, you've got kids that just are not getting naps done on nap time, and that's just stressful. I'm getting stressed out thinking about it. So all of that, there's no way to get rid of the stress, okay? You can't just completely get rid of it, but you can manage it. And there are ways, simple ways to manage your stress. So when you feel yourself, like things are happening, whatever the situation, when you feel yourself like your anxiety building or kind of stress building, or you're starting to feel that overwhelm as you're packing up the car to leave, I want you to stop. Once you feel that, recognize it and stop. And the easiest way for you to take a moment for yourself without taking too much time and your husband questioning what you're doing and why you're not packing the car, you can do these things in the moment. So you can take 10 deep breaths, close your eyes, let your shoulders relax, because usually when we're stressed out, we're all tense, right? Sorry, my phone keeps like buzzing at you if it is. Okay, and then my mom calls me. Let me turn it to do not disturb. Okay, I hope you can still hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me, so I'm not just like doing sign language here without actually speaking. But things you can do. So take 10 deep breaths, close your eyes, let your shoulders relax, and because we carry a lot, everything on our shoulders. And just sit there for a minute and just let everything in your mind just fall off your shoulders. Like just take a deep breath and focus on your breathing, okay? Another thing, sit down with a pen and paper and write down all the things you're grateful for. And this, it can be so easy, you know, but when we're in the moment kind of stressed out, you're just kind of focusing on things that you are stressed out about. But if you're stressed out about things not fitting in the car, we can't fit everything in the car, all the presents. There's gratitude that you have that many presents, that you have the money to buy the presents, that you have the money to donate them or whatever you're bringing. Or be grateful that you have the car that's running and it's going to get you there, you know, from point A to point B. So just different things like that. And another one, if you are out at a family gathering and starting to get stressed out, you can sit on my lap, bud. Okay, you gotta be quiet though so they can hear me, okay? This is Blake. Say hi. Hi. So if you are at like a family gathering and starting to get a little overwhelmed during the cooking or whatever you're doing, go for a walk. Just take a little minute to go for a walk, get outside, get some fresh air, and get your mind off of whatever you're doing, okay? That's things you can do at the moment. So here are a couple things, I'm just going to list them off quick, that you can do daily or weekly to help you kind of maintain and manage your stress. So, nope, they're going to listen to me, okay? Thanks, bud. We're almost done. So you can write a gratitude list every morning. You can meditate for 5 to 10 minutes. It does not have to be more than sitting there and focusing on your breathing. Like, that is it. You don't have to go listen to any recordings, nothing. You just sit there and be in the moment. Exercise daily. You know that I love exercise. Blakey works out with me. We get some exercises going. If you want some for your kids, let me know. I do have a link with some exercises that he loves. But they just get your body going, get your mind off things. It takes off the stress. Sometimes after a workout, like I start it just because I'm so stressed, and at the end I'm like, hello guys. Like it just, the endorphins, it's so good. And then text a friend. Another thing, text a friend or a family member. Tell them why you're grateful for them or that you're so happy to have them in your life and why. Take a bath. Those are very, very, very relaxing. Take a moment to yourself. Ask your kids or spouse for a neck rub or a massage to kind of relieve your shoulders, the stress, the muscle tension,
Mom?
everything. Read a book. Just things that you enjoy. What's up? We're going to do a movie theater. He just asked me about a movie theater. I told him how you like doing the movie theaters.
I like doing movie theater.
Yeah, they're so good. Okay, you go get the snacks together, okay? You want to do that?
I'm going to wait for you.
Okay, sit over there with these. And then we can make those while we do the movie theater too. Okay. And then the last thing I want to share on is, yes, the avoiding the overeating. So another stress that most of my clients have during the holidays is that overeating. Have you heard about the holiday 15? Like when most people gain more than 15 pounds over the holiday season? That is real life. And that is because not that we don't have control, but that there's so many family gatherings and all the goodies are there. And that does not mean that you can't have the goodies. So I'm going to help you list off some things here to help you avoid the holiday overeating. Oh, sorry, my mom's calling me again. So label it. Tell yourself that what you are feeling is a craving. You are not hungry. It's just a craving. And typically the second part, drink water. Typically when you're having a craving or you're stress eating or something like that, your body is actually just really thirsty and it doesn't know to tell you the difference of hungry or thirsty. So go drink some water. If you need to switch it up with a LaCroix, do that. Flavor the water with lemon, whatever. Relax. Focus on your breathing. Take a minute. Inhale, exhale. Just relax. Okay? Eat before you go. Now, this may feel like, I feel like my grandma would be a little insulted if I told her I was eating before I go. But eat before you go. What I do is grab a protein shake, and I can give you info on the one that I do. But it just fills me up, and it curbs my sweet tooth before I head there, because when I get to family gatherings, I am headed for the cookie table or snack table, dessert table, whatever is there. Whatever snacks are there right away. And I typically tend to overeat those just because I know they're so good. So I'll have a shake before I go, just on my way. It takes about a minute to shake up. The other one, focus on people. When you're at a party, focus on the people, on the conversations. Focus on what they've been doing. Ask questions, like engage with others that you haven't seen for a while. And that'll take your mind off of what you're eating or going back and grabbing more food and whatnot. So the sixth one, give yourself credit. If you stop eating, you recognize I have one plate, I really don't need seconds. Like, give yourself credit for that. Recognize that you stopped at whatever point you were, whether it was your first or second round of food. Maybe you had 2 cookies and you said, okay, I need to be done. I told myself I would only have 1. I had 2. That's fine. I'm done. Recognize it and give yourself credit for it. Don't put yourself down, because then you're just going to get down on yourself. And then all of a sudden those thoughts are coming in like, well, I already messed it up. I guess I'll just start again tomorrow. Don't start again tomorrow. Start again your next meal. So don't put yourself down for making mistakes. Things happen. It's fine. 7th, continue to eat normally. This is one a lot of people struggle with. Because usually you go to a party and you overeat, and then your thought is that you ate way too much food at that party, so now you should just skip your next meals the rest of the day. No, don't do that. Just continue eating how you are. Like, go to your next meal. Just don't eat as much maybe if you're still full. But if you skip the meals, then that's when you feel unhappy, resentful, you get anxious, you're getting hangry because you haven't ate in a long, long time. You skipped lunch or dinner or whatever it was. You might decide then to start snacking and eating everything in sight instead of what you would have ate just as your meal. It's not a big deal for you if you eat a big meal with family, then go eat your regular meal. It's not a big deal. Go ahead and continue with your eating plan for the day, and it'll make you feel much better no matter what, okay? Plan what you are going to eat. If you're going out to eat with family, check the restaurant menu ahead of time. Kind of have a game plan for what you're going to eat. If you are going to family gathering and you bring your own meal. Maybe if you know, you've been there in the past, you know that they don't really have fruit or veggies out. It's typically a lot of the meat and potatoes things and then the desserts. Bring your platter of veggies. Bring your fruits. Like whatever healthy choice you can bring with. I guarantee somebody else is going to eat them there because first off, if they never have it, this is like a new meal. And there's going to be somebody like me who actually enjoys eating veggies or fruit. Okay? Or the kids love fruit. Bring a fruit salad. Excuse me. Number 9, assess your success. So once you get back home, ask yourself how you did. Do you feel like you kept to the amount of food that you were wanting to eat? Did you keep to the amount of desserts that you wanted to eat? Were you staying away from the dessert table? Kind of assess where you are and go from there for the next time, whether it's the next Christmas, next week, a gathering. Look it. See, there we go. Good job, bud. Keep going. Or if it's next year or the 4th of July when you get together, whenever it is, kind of assess your success from where you were. And no, Blake, leave that off, please. Please leave it off. And then if you have trouble with the task at hand, maybe it was too hard. Maybe your intentions were not to eat anything at the dessert table and you went hog wild, So whatever it is, just kind of assess where you're at and work towards it next time. And then number 10, eat in smaller portions. So if there's something you want, you can have it. Have it. Don't tell yourself you cannot have it because then all you're going to think about and all you're going to crave is that food that you told yourself you could not have. So eat it in a smaller portion. Instead of having one big piece of pie, maybe split it in half or share it with your kid. Take smaller portions since there's a lot of it that might go to waste. Watch the sabotaging thoughts that you might have about yourself as you're eating it. We don't want you to feel bad for eating foods, okay? And then the people that you're with don't care what you're eating. They really, truly do not look at your plate and be like, oh, she didn't eat my macaroni salad. Like, she must not like it. How rude. They don't care. I think somebody's here. Talk about craziness on a Friday. So I'm going to leave you with this. Ultimately, there's 4 rules that I follow when I eat. Choose well. Make good choices. That means you can have desserts every now and then. Control your portions, your desserts. Eat often, every 2 to 3 hours. And then eat the right combination of food. So when you add these 4 things together, you're going to have results no matter what. You're going to maintain... What, bud? Yeah, I'll be right out there, bud. You're going to maintain your weight that you're at right now. You're not going to have that weight gain over the holiday season that you stress out about. But you might even lose fat and gain muscle. Don't go by the scale. The scale is not the only option for weight loss. Go take before pictures if you want. Go by how you feel, your energy, your mood, things like that. Feeling fine and grateful that you can have desserts and not kicking yourself for it and talking bad, self-sabotaging yourself. So those are 4 things I do. If you want info on the shake that I do every day, it takes me less than a minute to mix up. It's got all the goodies, the superfruits, proteins, vitamins, minerals, everything you need, probiotics, to keep you full and help with the cravings. That's why I do it. If you're interested in that, put shake in the comments or message me. And then that's what I got for you. So I am going to put this guide in the comments, a link to it. If you fill it out or take a picture of the bucket list if you take a picture of a holiday bucket list and tag me or put it in the comments here, we'll put you in a drawing for a $5 gift card to a coffee shop, Caribou or Starbucks, if you like either of those. I just love helping and sharing the love for coffee or hot chocolate or whatever during the cold months of winter here. So if you put that in there, I'll put you in the drawing for that. We will have that next Thursday when I come live again. And then, yeah, if you're ready to take it up a notch, I am starting my private coaching group. We're starting on Monday. This next Monday, we have 20-minute workouts that are going to go 5 days a week. So it's just Monday through Friday, not on the weekends. You get the superfruit shake that I drink, and you get access to the accountability groups. And we are really digging into the high five mindset work that Mel Robbins does. I love Mel Robbins. So that's her newest book that came out, is the high five habit. So we're going to dig into that. So there's a lot of mindset work along with the fitness and the nutrition. So if you want info on that, put gym or virtual gym down below, and then I can get you info on that to see if that is a good fit for you and your goals this winter. So we will get this linked for you. We'll get the drawing going, and we will see you next Thursday. I'm so excited to get December going here. So I hope this bucket list and everything, this guide, is going to help you survive the holidays, feel a little more grounded, grateful, a little more intentional with your family time, but also help you control your overeating or feeling bad about enjoying the good stuff at the Christmases and the holiday gatherings. So I hope you guys have a great night, great weekend, and we will see you next week.